Alien comes to Earth. Government thinks that it's a weapon. Government sends things after Alien and
Oh my
captures it to make their
God.
power their own.
You know, I
Alien
haven't seen the
decides, you know
movie
what,
yet.
it's worth fighting back.
Oh my God, that is
Battle
the first.
sequence
That
happens
is
at the end.
Transformers.
It's straight up. It's Transformers 1. That's like
Wait,
why I was so annoyed with it. It was such a cliche idea. I hated it when Transformers did it.
wait a
Because like
minute. Isn't Sonic the Hedgehog like what? Isn't it published by Paramount or something like
Yeah, it's
that?
yeah, it's
Paramount.
Paramount. You know,
Oh my God, it's the same.
Transformers.
All right,
That
and
is
I wish Transformers
ridiculous.
got treated as good as Sonic did though, because like at least it was after we all yelled at them for it. At least it was more faithful to the source material then.
that's true.
True.
So this is the next light spirit.
Oh, you're finding these a lot more quickly than I thought you would.
We were next door neighbors. Fair on. When the
I
spirits
have
of
returned to Monk.
By the order of the gods, I protect this forest. O brave youth. In the land covered in twilight where people roam as spirits, you were transformed into a blue-eyed beast. That was a sign. Powers of the Chosen One rest within you, and they are awakening. Yeah, and we just wake up like this. I don't know who changed our clothes, but we don't necessarily appreciate it. We're confused.
You have had the light
Wait.
spirits drip.
I knew that they said they were going to turn us back into person, but like, did I just blink and we stopped being a dog and now we're a person? Was that all it was?
When the flash of light returned to light, we ended up becoming this immediately. There wasn't a transformation sequence. Garb
Okay.
once belonged to the ancient hero chosen by the gods. His power is yours. His is the true power that slept within you. Your name is Link. Hero chosen by the gods.
And now you're wearing green, so I guess that means your life is complete.
Yep, he's now the hero of Twilight in this case.
Yep, the dark power rests in the temple deep within these woods. Oh, yep, first dungeon.
Oh yeah, that main theme of Zelda. I know that
Yep.
was one of my biggest disappointments of Breath of the Wild. Is my favorite track related to Breath of the Wild is that theme in the Smash Brothers game, but it's only
Yeah.
a trailer theme. It doesn't play in the game.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
like,
again,
why?
they're trying
This is
to
the
go-
best music I've heard related to Breath of the Wild, and by extension Zelda, because I haven't really heard music outside of Breath of the Wild,
Match the power.
and it's not even
Yeah.
in the game.
Seek this.
Again, they were trying to go for. Sorry.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
fine.
Like, again, they were trying to go for a more atmospheric soundtrack with that one. But,
so
you know, it would have helped with, like, some of the more iconic themes in it.
I didn't even like any of the battle tracks.
Well, it
Like,
was
they were all
alright.
just sort of like
it didn't-
keyboard mashing.
Well, that's what they were going for with the whole piano sound, but
They were trying to make it a lot
Yeah.
more atmospheric.
yeah, which it does the job.
I
Don't get
mean,
me
they
wrong.
definitely succeeded in making a game
Chosen
where
hero and
I
Twilight.
put on headphones and listened to something else while I played it.
Maybe you'd rather just wander as a spirit, totally unaware of what happened. So what do you want to do? Head to the temple? I was about to head to the temple myself.
Mr.
Oh.
Important Hero.
Little shit. Oh yeah, so she's straight up just my shadow now.
Like, we need any more Peter Pan references here.
Ah, so Pan was taking them to the Twilight Realm, so
Yeah.
they could know only fear.
Well, you know, I'm not sure if you know, but Link is modeled after Peter Pan because that's Miyamoto's favorite story. Or at least he loved the Disney version. So he's like, yeah, I want my own little boy with green.
Yeah,
Dude,
Link's
the
old enough
boy-
to be modeled after Peter Pan?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like, I would have thought that Peter Pan would have came after
no,
well, Zelda
no,
1.
Peter Pan is way before Zelda. I think that was.
Yeah.
Zelda 1 looks so ancient to me, and Peter Pan holds up a lot better visually, so I just sort of assumed that Peter Pan came after.
that's fair.
To be fair, Disney animation was top notch at the time. But I think Peter Pan came out in the 50s.
Just where do you think you're
I
going?
sometimes forget just how
Blah,
old
blah.
some of those movies are.
Yeah.
Alright, so Midna won't let me just wander. So I suppose we have to actually
Then
progress
again,
the plot.
there is the Indian scene, and we're not gonna get a scene like that in any
Yeah,
new
we
movies.
don't talk about.
Yeah.
We don't talk about how the red man turns red.
Okay. Yeah, every once in a while, you immediately remember how old Disney is.
Like, oh yeah, this was made
Yeah.
when this was somehow acceptable behavior.
Yeah. It's always interesting to revisit.
I used to love the
Once you
crows in
know.
Dumbo when I was a kid, and I'm like, oh,
then you
Oh.
realize what they are.
oh.
You just can't see the same thing. I mean, I don't know.
Yo!
At some points, like, you kind of get numb to it, but at the same time, it's just kind of humorous.
Okay, so I straight up need some money then. Because this man's like, yo, I'll sell you a bottle for 100 rupees.
That's free real estate.
Yeah. Andrew already knew the joke about rupees, so I respect that.
About rupees?
Or the bottles, rather.
The only joke I know about rupees is that I talk about it every now and then. Maybe too much, I don't know. But I hyperfixate on things, as we all know. Buns, super butter buns. When she did her review for Breath of the Wild, she was talking about how like she's dyslexic, so she keeps reading rubies as ruples.
Oh,
Like the Russian currency. That's funny.
instead of
She
like,
put up some celebrity Madonna or whatever I've never heard of.
instead of like the Indian currency, which it actually more closely resembles.
Funny how that works.
She's dyslexic, and to quote herself, like her poor peanut brain's on fire whenever she's trying to read.
I mean, mood.
Understandable.
Like, I love reading, but every once in a while, that's 100% fair.
I know she mentions like she just struggles to get through any game that doesn't have lots of voice acting. She needs it spoon-fed to her. Which,
Yeah.
like, fair. Dyslexia will do that to you.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, like I'm.
God help you if the font is like so small or something.
Oh yeah. Terrible sound mixing or design can really make a game seem straight up bad.
Yeah, i.e. like the early days of HD gaming, where all the subtitles are like freaking tiny.
They still do that sometimes, and it pisses me off.
Oh my god. I'm missing 2 rupees. This is bothering
Come
me.
on, dude, it's just 2 greens.
Oh my god, Discord, please.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pixelated. There we go.
Okay. Now go back through the cave and get the bottle. Because the bottle's what we care about, not the lantern oil itself. Can you tell
Oh,
I
the bottle
have...
comes with bonus lantern oil? Cool.
Right?
Yep. That's like an extra win there.
I mean, I still have
Ow.
the bottle half full of milk.
That's true.
You can drink half the milk in the bottle.
Half the
yeah.
bottle of milk.
So,
You just did the milk joke?
I did the milk joke.
So you watched Caddy then.
I have seen a few Caddy episodes. Yes.
so occasionally there are things that go in a bottle that only take half of what's in it, and sometimes it's the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. All I know is that bottles are a vital resource in this series.
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason I thought you were a Zelda fan, Danny. I know why, because you were getting mad at me when I heard that Skyward Sword wasn't good. And then you were like, no!
Yeah. No, it's misunderstood. But
I mean, I'm willing to give Skyward Sword its fair shake.
like I mean, I did start it off. Ironically, my first Zelda game was Twilight Princess, but for the Wii. Didn't get
The
too
version
far.
we're technically playing.
This
Of
is
sorts.
HD, which is the Wii U version.
Yeah, which is more based on the GameCube. Yeah,
The
that
Wii
one.
U. The console I didn't buy
Oh.
because, like, I already have a Wii. Why do I need another one?
Man,
Actually has a
so
pretty decent library,
the
but
map's
at least it's
probably
most
pretty
tutorials,
disorienting for you, huh, Danny?
What's up?
The map's probably kind of disorienting for you in that case.
No, it's not, because I played the HD version, remember?
Oh, okay. Because the Wii version, unlike HD and GameCube,
was flipped. Yep. The main reason, because in the GameCube and the HD version, Link is left-handed. However, in the most Wii owners are right-handed, so they had to flip the entire map to make it work. Unfortunately, there is no lefty version. So
we're watching monkey character development.
Yeah, so...
Yes, we are returning the monkey.
So, the monkey here is helping us out by using our lantern to blow away the poison gas. I don't know how this works, but let's go with it.
Something darkness.
Yeah. I mean, frankly, I'm just glad it works. I don't know why we're taking this roundabout route. The way we're going is that way. But
speaking of something darkness, if I remember correctly, this week, at some point this week is when the Kingdom Hearts thing's happening.
In exactly a week. It's going to be the 10th.
Ah.
Which is causing people to laugh really hard, or also be concerned, because that makes the date 4/10, which is what they put on the Shibuya building in the fight against...
son of a bitch.
That's not an accident. Yeah. They definitely did that for a reason. I really hope that we're not... that HMK is not right, because I really don't want a Yuzora game yet.
Wait, he's thinking it's going to be a Yuzora game?
Killa thinks that we're going to have a game starring Yuzora going through the trials he mentions. And I'm like... I'd rather wait to find out about Yuzora until after we learn more about him through Sora or Riku.
I mean, here's the thing.
Like, I wouldn't mind a 358 Days that explored Yuzora after we already had the game, because, like, Days came out after Kingdom Hearts 2. There was already a phase where there was a mystery of who Roxas was.
Right. The thing
so I want that same thing for Yuzora, a little bit of naturally learning who he is before we get something like that.
Right. The thing is, though, because like it's clear that Nomura is still kind of salty of what happened with the development of 13 Versus.
What's even funnier is that he's insisting that that he's not putting Versus 13 ideas into Kingdom Hearts. Like, are you kidding me?
That's 100% a
whatever. That's a bold-faced lie.
I mean, the cutscene in the end is almost shot for shot the exact same one that they used for the PS3 announcement.
I never watched the PS3 announcement, but I did see some of the comparisons where people were talking about it.
No, yeah, like, it's, I think other than the lighting and then showing a little bit more of the driver, it's almost exactly the same shot.
I think that's one of the reasons that, like, I'm a big fan of 15, but there's a lot of people who hate it, is that, like, I completely missed Final Fantasy 15's marketing phase. I did not have any interest in trying the game until it was already out. So, I was just like, hey, this game looks cool, I want to play it. And I played it, not having any expectations beyond what I saw in one singular commercial.
I mean, like, I kind of know it vicariously, like, in the passing years, because, like, I used to look into a lot of, like,
God damn it.
Like Game Informer and, like, you know, all those other stuff. So, I was well aware of the very long production of Final Fantasy 15, and yeah, like it was starkingly different compared to what it ended up being.
10-year development cycle isn't very common, that's for sure.
Yo, you guys ready for an acid trip? This is Doggo.
I feel like we should become Doggo as well, so we can have like a Roxas battle.
Not so.
Hello there.
You, sir, are depressing.
What are you doing with your feet, man? Why are you tap dancing?
Ow, my face.
That.
A sword wields no strength unless the hand that holds it has courage. May be destined to become the hero legend, but your current power would disgrace the proud green of the hero's tunic you wear.
How would you know?
You must use your courage to seek power and find it. Only then will you become the hero for whom this world despairs. If you do find true courage, and you wish to save Hyrule from the horrors it faces, then you will be worthy to receive the secrets I hold.
So this is how you learn new skills.
Enemies are filled with energy, will quickly recover and attack even when being stunned. The ending blow is a secret technique. It's hardly a secret.
Secret-ish. Apparently only you can do
You
it.
didn't know about it until now, right?
Well, Link doesn't, but...
Exactly. It's a secret to him.
I mean, hardly a secret. You jump and stab through the gut, the enemy.
Link's very thick. He needed the talking through.
Huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is kind of a dumb boy. Like, that's canon. Never overlook your opportunity. Alright. So that's something I absolutely love about Twilight Princess that no other Zelda game is.
Link learned Skewer the Flower Girl. Way to go, Link.
That's on you.
I wasn't gonna say it!
Why?
Those are only for one who carries the blood of the hero, the one whose spirit is that of the sublime beast. Grow powerful, test your courage, and when you find that you need another skill to overcome the threats that face you, search for the statues that howl with the sound of the wind. Seek the sound that calls to the spirit of the beast to awaken me. So basically, this guy teaches you more stuff you can do with your sword. So, like, in most Zelda games, once you get the sword, that's it. You have all of the kit that you're gonna get with it. But in Twilight Princess, you actually end up learning extra techniques for it. And some of them are completely missable if you're not, like, on the lookout for them.
Yep.
Planning to go for all of them?
Oh, yeah.
It's worth it, honestly. Especially for some of the harder enemies later on.
Oh, easily.
No challenge room where you glitch past them so you don't have any of them?
Ugh, no. God. I plan on actually playing this game. Alright.
What? You want
And
to play
for the next
legitimately?
playthrough is a Magikarp only run of whichever Pokemon game is deemed the hardest.
That
sounds
I
terrible.
can look that up, actually. Hold on. Let me look it up.
So, welcome to the first dungeon! Like Ocarina of Time, the first dungeon is a forest temple.
Yay! Because this is the root of all evil.
You're gonna see a lot of this. Basically,
Evil!
Twilight...
Evil!
And this is a point of contention to a lot of people, is Twilight Princess is basically Ocarina of Time, but again.
But better, you mean?
I mean, it's prettier.
It's
That's
different.
reason enough to do Ocarina of Time again.
Like, it's not 100% the same. Like,
Yeah, it's better.
It's not as one-to-one as, say, A New Hope and Force Awakens. Yeah,
Sounds
I'll play
like
that
it's
card.
just structured like Ocarina.
Yeah.
Not that it's Ocarina.
It is
Yeah.
structured like Ocarina. I mean, it's kind of a sequel to it. Like, not as direct as Majora's, but definitely...
Oh, yeah,
like,
this
reference
game
to it.
is a sequel to Ocarina of Time, just taking place in the distant future when Link has reincarnated.
So is this the same timeline as Ocarina?
Yes, actually.
Well, Ocarina is where the
yeah.
three timelines... It's timeline split into three parts.
Yeah,
Oh.
so Ocarina is technically in the same timeline as every other game, but say Twilight Princess and Wind Waker are in two different timelines. Ocarina
Same
is just...
for the Legend of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that mean that is Ocarina of Time the first game in the timeline?
No,
then?
that'd be
Nope.
Skyward Sword.
So here's how it goes. I hope you're ready for this.
It's
Oh,
not
boy.
Zelda 1. Okay.
So it goes as follows. If I remember correctly. Skyward Sword. Then you got Minish Cap. Followed by Four Swords.
I've never
And
even heard
then
of Business
and then-
Step or Four Swords.
it's a Game Boy game. Those are Game Boy Advance games. And then you got Ocarina of Time. So this is where it splits into three, depending on how it happens.
3? I thought it was 2.
So...
No, no.
Okay, so
three.
there's three. One is the child timeline where Link goes back. One is the adult timeline, which is the one that he goes back from. And then there's the fallen hero timeline, where basically Link dropped dead at some point during his adventure and couldn't stop Ganon.
Yep, that's actually a timeline, and that's actually where a lot of the older Zelda games, like 1, 2, Link to the Past, and Link Between Worlds, takes place in. The timeline where you just get
It's a
Good
Skulltula!
job.
Yeah!
Ah!
Spider!
I do remember hating that the first time I saw it. I was like, no!
Yoink!
I mean, of course, this other thing compared to frickin' Almagora or whatever.
Oh, yeah, and if you kill something with the ending blow, Link does a little flourish thing, like he thinks he's frickin' Cloud or something. My man thinks he's hot shit.
Alright, so you ready? Apparently, Pokemon Platinum is the hardest Pokemon game.
Alright, get ready to do a Magikarp only run of Pokemon Platinum.
Dude, I barely survived a Nuzlocke of Pokemon Platinum.
Oh, Magikarp only Nuzlocke, and you have to keep restarting until you succeed.
Ugh. Yay! We got a map. Yeah. Yes, so we do have monkey friends in this game. Or in this temple. Evil monkey with a boomerang. What he gonna do? Be a dick, that's what. Bastard.
Oh, Nintendo, everyone. His butt
Nintendo.
jiggled when he did that.
Important question about the Magikarp run. Is it just one Magikarp, or can you have 6 of them, but they're all Magikarp? That's a good question, actually. Like, are we talking just one Magikarp, Andrew, or can you have a full team?
Well, all the Pokemon Challenge runs I've ever seen, they didn't let you have a full team, so...
Okay, so
So singular Magikarp it is then.
sounds like that would be just one Magikarp. That sounds terrible.
So, do you want to get?
No.
You want to go with number 2 to make it easier on you, or you just
And
want to stick with
Team of
Platinum?
6 Magikarp, just...
A team of 6 Magikarp. That would be
Okay, you can have
something.
6 Magikarp, but only one of them knows Tackle, the rest only know Splash.
oh, you know, this is actually pretty
Oh, dear God.
interesting. The symbol on the door, it looks a lot like Farore's symbol. I suppose that's appropriate. And
I mean, you
also
are in,
Buntlands. Are you ready for some weird shit, Andrew?
Oh,
Into
oh,
a
is
wolf.
this part?
Wolf didn't count as weird shit.
No, this is
not-
gonna be even weirder.
Yeah, do you see that pot that's moving around that I'm specifically avoiding? Check this shit out.
We still don't know what that is.
It looks
Like-
like a bird version of the Seaman from the Dreamcast game Seaman.
Yes. Except at least Seaman has a
Something in here, you
backstory.
see. Gracious, yeah. Must need
Seaman
something
has a
here to
backstory?
try
I
working
don't
together.
know.
Oh, okay, so this is how you fast travel out of the dungeon if you need to leave.
I don't know.
Look
Cameron's
at
not
his
reacting, I'm
face!
assuming Cameron hasn't seen Seaman, but holy crap, Seaman's a lot.
Look at Link's
is.
face! He is so baffled by this
Oh, I
thing.
didn't notice Link's face. I was looking at the bird thing's face.
He's
Oh,
like, what
My
the hell
man
am I
has
holding?
no idea what to do
I mean,
about
again,
this thing.
officially, this is the best Link I've ever seen. He actually changes his face in certain situations.
Oh man, you will love Wind Waker Link then.
I don't know if you heard it, but like one of my biggest complaint of Breath of the Wild and Ocarina of Time's Links are that they just don't emote or react
No,
to
yeah.
anything, and it
Yeah, I
drives
heard.
me insane. I hate it.
Yeah, that's pretty fair criticism of them, actually.
Like I can get behind the silent protagonist because you're supposed to be role playing as this character. Sure, okay, fair. But like when I'm a person, I don't sit there and do nothing while the person in front of me is pissing me off or telling me a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, Link's expressions of absolute hatred are things of legend in some of the games. Aha! Idiot! You can't swim!
Thank God.
Yeah, sure ain't an aquatic spider, that's for damn sure.
I'd be
See,
terrified.
an aquatic spider is called a crab.
You're not wrong.
How
You're
dare you
not
speak
wrong.
the truth. Okay, so I need a
There's even one
cheese.
called a spider crab,
Let's see.
which is really weird looking. It has like very long spindly legs.
Yeah.
Aha! Convenience.
The gimmick.
Yeah, gimmick for this temple is wind, if you can't tell.
Shocking.
And it's more... they'll spin you a gale, if you would.
You don't even get a kaiju robot out of these dungeons.
That'd be pretty interesting.
And there's that key I needed. So, yeah. So, as you can see, I need wind in order to continue in this direction. Oh, the camera does not like that room.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
No, it
like, what the
doesn't.
hell happened?
We...
Run as fast as you can.
I really like that you can actually just swing your sword as you're walking in this game. That's just such a little thing, you know?
Oh, good job looking.
Always. If there's an enemy spawn point, I'm always suspicious about them respawning, even if they don't usually. Oh, we are about to break this thing's spine.
Oh, Monkey 2 Electric Boogaloo.
There's gonna be a lot of monkeys.
Yeah. We basically gather an army in this dungeon.
Whole army?
I mean,
You'll see.
there's a lot of them.
So the monk. So this is Link monkening begins. Or,
Yep. Among
yeah,
us.
monkening. Monkus.
Among
I was
Us.
trying to not make that joke, but
It was only a matter of time.
It's
let's be real.
okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll be the one who does the stupid jokes.
Alright, so are we ready to break this monkey's spine?
Of course.
What?
I think you just give yourself brain damage. Like Link, I'm pretty sure there's better ways to hit a totem pole than with your face.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't try to, like, shoulder bash instead of barrel roll.
I mean, I guess he really is that hard. He's a farm boy after all.
you know, monkeys. Between the three of us, we outnumber them.
Eh,
Climb on their faces and I'll stab them.
I'm the one with the sword and they don't want to get stabbed. You know, they could probably use a sword. Why don't we go grab some more?
Got swords!
And so
I thought you were gonna trapeze. It's like I thought he was gonna keep spinning, and the next one was gonna grab his feet.
Oh, that actually would have been pretty neat.
That would have been pretty cool, yeah.
So like the animation just reset instead.
Yeah.
This is
There's
an
a
HD
little-
remake of a GameCube game.
Yeah, it's a GameCube game, so I'm forgiving of it a little bit, but like it's a little jarring how often animations, rather than fluidly continuing, just reset. Like it looks fine when there's only one of them, but when there were two of them, he just sort of popped to a different angle very quickly.
Yeah.
Alright. That's another
And
monkey.
that being jarring is a testament to how good these animations are, because the fact that the popping jars me shows how good the animations look the rest of the time.
Oh yeah, so this is a different type of the plants. These ones, if you cut them off, they remain alive for a little bit, and they got beef with you.
Did they die eventually without you slashing at them?
I don't believe so.
No, you have to slash them again.
Let's see. So, we need to get rid of that thing.
Yep.
And that thing.
Yep.
There's just a lot of things to get rid of, honestly. Fortunately, there are bomb spider things. They're a very convenient little creature, can you tell?
I like how it explodes, goes ouch, and then it explodes again.
You know,
Yeah,
just to make sure you're actually dead.
the explode into darkness gimmick. Ow, my ass. Let's see, I might have to actually bait it closer in that case. Let's see. Okay, come on, buddy. Come on. Let's go. Let's go on an adventure. Come on. Hey,
Nope, I don't want
don't return. Idiot.
to. Oops.
Yeah, so if it bounces off of your shield, it also does the ow my face and curls up into an explodey ball. On the bright side, this provides an infinite number of the bastards, but on the downside... Man, I thought I had that.
Yeah, the timing on this one's a little weird.
Sort of looks like there should be a way to move the spider over there or to move the flower down there. I don't know.
Let's see. The problem is, for some reason that thing has suction power, so I can't even... Oh, wait. Can I actually
While
just
the
make
bomb's
this?
away, can you,
No,
like,
you
pick
can't
up
make
the
that
nest
jump.
and move the
Yep.
nest?
No, I can't move the nest. It's a burrow. Yeah, so for whatever reason, we just... Oh, I'm dumb. Never mind. There's another way around.
Oh, there we are. Cameron knows this game like the back of his hand.
Da, 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 da.
To be fair, it's a similar path.
Close enough.
Plus, I
don't know, it's
did
just like-
predate this with... It's been a while since I've played this.
I mean, that's what I said when we did Kingdom Hearts 1 as well, is that, like, it had been a little bit since I had played it, but I've played it a bunch of times. Which is kind of the same situation you're in here.
Yeah, I suppose that's reasonable, but still, I wasn't lost for an hour because of it.
We weren't lost for an hour. I'd led you the wrong direction once. The world just takes that long.
Ooh, a piece of heart.
Ooh, piece of candy.
I will say, I did lead you on one wild goose chase because I did a little bit of testing. You don't actually need to go get all the monkeys. You get items for doing it, but you don't actually need to do it. You just need to walk right back into the tent. I think you need to do like one, maybe.
Oh, hey.
Help! Help!
My man's is in jail.
The man's a monkey.
Hey, I'm a monkey!
Alright.
Has anyone else seen the fever dream that is the first George of the Jungle movie?
A while ago. Like, years and years.
Like I was a kid, but I don't even.
You said,
Like,
hey, a
never-
monkey, so I immediately thought of, in the credits, Ape is singing, hey, hey, I'm a monkey at a Las Vegas show. So that's just like where my brain went.
Gotcha. Understandable.
Yeah, that movie's a fever dream. I wouldn't have it any other way. The
It
first
is,
movie's
yeah.
really fun. It was an old childhood favorite. I watched it a lot when I was a kid.
Alright.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder what to do. If only I'd been taught in literally the last room what to do about that plant.
I don't like the way the spider thing looks when it's standing up.
The way they're kind of like stanced like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
just standing
It
there.
looks like it should be standing low to the ground, not high like that.
No, you mean like when it hunches over when it actually tries to move.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they just stand that high so you can easily see them. Because, like, if you get close to them...
Yeah.
See? More like that. That's actually how they move.
It looks natural down there, but when they're standing up tall, it looks weird.
Because trying to be intimidating. Like some animals do that.
Yeah, the problem is the legs are such a clear weak spot. Because, like, they're
Yeah.
literal twigs. There's legitimately leaves sticking out of them. Like, look, they are actual branches.
No, yeah, I get it.
Oh,
I
so it's
understand
not a
that.
spider, it's a tree?
No, well, it's more of a bug.
Yeah, you can kind of
bomb
see
bug.
its eyes down there. It looks more like a insect than a spider. I don't know why I call them bomb spiders. They just give off spider energy to me.
Yeah. Oh, it makes sense.
Alright,
By
so...
the way, Cam, you could have actually one-hit the boss there.
with
You know how
what?
you done it?
The lantern?
The spring water.
Oh, really? No shot?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a reference to that one planet in Wind Waker that you can do the same thing.
Oh, really? I did not know
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, and then I saw like a little fact video, so yeah. So that's food for thought.
Okay.
You almost had it.
That one's just bad RNG. And I'm not able to throw it over that ledge, apparently. Wait, I can make this jump while carrying it.
I like that the monkeys run away as soon as you're carrying a bomb.
I mean, appropriate reaction.
Yeah.
I mean, don't want to get blown up too.
Oh shit, he's crazy!
He's got a bomb.
Ah. I remember this room. We do be doing a little bit of mischief here. The name of the game is watching where you step and not being a freaking imbecile.
Link, stop using your head. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, like, the problem is it's so effective, otherwise I would stop doing it.
Freaking meathead.
Aha! You see the issue.
Confused.
You're confused?
What's with the thing under the ground?
Essentially a trap. Like, if you look, it's actually a little worm thing. And if you step on the platform it's under, you get bamboozled.
Mm-hmm.
What, do you just take damage, or do you fall through a trap? Fall through a...
They launch you up in the air and you take damage.
Yeah. They knock you out.
Basically
of
like
your
a
ass.
scream.
Can you bait the monkey on it and watch the monkey do it?
I think the monkey's
No.
immune. Or
Aww.
yeah, see, look, monkey's immune.
Oh, it's immune. Okay. Yeah, monkey has no hitbox.
Disappointment. 0 out of 10.
No monkey abuse.
Ow.
But I
Wow,
want...
way to go. Way to go, Link.
Way to
There
go.
we are. Okay.
Or should I say, Lunk?
Oh, I don't know if you saw it, Disney, but I learned something new about the Trickmaster fight. At least something new to me. In Kingdom Hearts
Oh, yeah?
1. I found out that you can turn off the stove.
Tell me your wisdom.
If you cast, it takes 2 blizzards onto the stove into the where the vents are. The stove will turn off, and as long as you never use fire magic on the Trickmaster, it can't shoot fireballs at you ever. It becomes a melee only fight the whole time.
I mean, awesome. Thank you.
It's so much easier. Like, holy crap, does it make a difference?
No, definitely. That would save my skin a lot.
That's what I'm
Thank
gonna be
you
doing
for
from
that.
now on.
Yeah.
I don't know if it works in Chain of Memories. That would require me playing Chain of Memories again to find out, and that's not gonna happen.
Plus, I mean, you have to cast from the deck, so what are your odds of actually getting
I mean,
Blizzard?
that's just a matter of putting Blizzard in your deck and then rotating through your deck till you find Blizzard.
Hey, Cam, there's a chest right under the staircase.
Yeah, I need to be able to put out the fires, though.
Oh, right. Go back. You can go back now.
Like,
I think it'll reset as soon as you exit the room.
like, that is a great wisdom, but I currently do not have the ability to extinguish the torches.
My apologies.
Oh, so they're
wasn't
only
sure
under
this
the
stuff.
same squares every time.
Yeah,
They're not moving. Alright.
they do not do the movement, no. Alright, so now I have a total of, I believe, 4 monks.
Monkeys.
What's a man's to do with 4 monks? Let's see. I can't go this way. That's one of those
You
windows.
call them the...
Yeah, I called them monks. What of it?
Did Discord just die, or was that just me?
Everything looks alright, so it might have just been you. Danny, everything good on your end?
Yeah, everything's good. Audio and video is still going.
I'm back to normal now, but everything stopped and nobody responded to what I said for a moment.
Oh. My bad. I mean, I didn't know it froze on your end.
I mean, of course you didn't know. It froze for me and only me. You wouldn't know. It
Alright.
wasn't for very long.
Andrew, are you ready
There.
for the jarring animation?
Woohoo! How many times? 4 times.
All right.
Making monkeys in a barrel joke, or like the monkeys in the barrel toy joke.
A three.
But monkeys are just having a good time, and it's time to bully a man's.
We need to.
Are we ready to commit war crimes?
You said you promised me an army of monkeys. We only have 4. We're not there yet.
No, not yet.
It's an army and
Well, this ain't the boss.
Oh, okay. Oh, please stop. I don't want a close-up of that.
We're gonna shove our sword up its ass.
That doesn't sound very kid-friendly, Nintendo.
It's rated T for T.
Why does its butt jiggle? I hate it.
Welcome to the gimmick. AKA, can you guess the enemy's weak spot? Alright, so I need to actually not be locked on to him in order to make this work. There we go!
Oh, God.
Oh, yes.
No, stop jiggling. I don't feel like that's the appropriate reaction to having your ass hit with a sword. I don't think it should just be like, ow.
I mean, it doesn't seem like the sword actually cuts.
It's all sword then.
All swords are supposed to be more dangerous for getting cuts from. So that means that the gashes will be bigger.
Hey,
That's not very nice, Monkey.
the funniest part is... Okay, so I hit him in the ass enough times. And it turns out the leech on his head was the problem.
You should have been hitting his head instead.
Yeah. Yeah, we really should have been. Sup. Understandable. Like,
Great,
no,
Cam. You gave it the ugly.
like, no, that's fair. My brother in Christ, he looked like that before I started beating him over the head. Or ass, rather. Fairy of Winds, who resides in this boomerang, freed me from evil, and I now have my power back. Gale Boomerang, baby!
Oh yeah, I forgot there's a fairy, but... Wait, how's that logistically work?
It's got a Fairy of Wind inside of it, so it makes little tornadoes. Like,
So does that mean the boomerang's alive though?
I think it's kind of like the sword in that it's not necessarily itself alive, but it houses a spirit.
Okay. I just forgot that was a thing.
Your sword's alive?
Oh, yeah.
Well... Kind of? Yes. Yes. It would kind of involve Skyward Sword, though, to explain.
Wasn't expecting Caliburn to be so relevant so soon.
Okay, there we are.
For Danny, Caliburn is the name of the talking sword in Sonic the Black Knight.
Right.
Okay, you sassy
I
son
kinda
of a bitch.
figured.
Fine. We get it!
83 times the charm.
Thank you, game. Zelda really likes rules of 3, can you tell?
Video games really like rules of 3.
I feel like
is a really good
Zelda's a
number.
particular contender. The magic number, if you
Well,
will.
Zelda is definitely one of the... Well,
Trope
let's see, you should
codifiers,
popularize
as
it.
is. Oh, hey, look, a monk.
Another one.
Where's the rest of your army?
They left.
That means you're starting over. That's
Nah, they're hanging out somewhere else. They're, like, waiting for me to get back after I dealt with the big bad. Can you teach me how to do that? That seems really useful. Oh, okay, bye.
No. You can only be monkey.
okay. Bye.
Yes, thank you, Midna. We should see what we get from saving all of the monkeys. You are correct. It's almost like progression is locked behind monkeys.
What? No.
You know? Have I ever used the boomerang on a Keese? How do
You
they
haven't?
react to this? Fair.
Apparently
Well,
they spin
okay.
through.
You spin me around.
The man's just went flying. Alright, so now I can put out those fires. Meaning I can grab that chest from over here. Oh, and by the way, the boomerang actually helps with the trap guys, too. So that's fun.
Crap, guys.
The
Yeah.
Oh, the
things
spring.
under the
Yeah, the things on the floor.
I mean, they didn't seem particularly dangerous. They pop up their heads when they're not super close, and you just have to not walk where they're at. Does it cost anything to send that out?
No, it does not.
No, it doesn't cost magic or anything. It's just an item. So you can just spam it all the time if you want. This Link ain't got no magic bar. Alright, is this... sick.
A piece of heart.
Man, I'm finding a lot of those.
Well, that's good. You're gonna need him.
I mean, I remember when I was younger, I pulled a 3-heart challenge on this game at one point.
I'm assuming you succeeded.
After a lot of effort, yes.
Did you ever want to do it again?
What's up?
Did you ever want to do it again?
Yeah, no, never again.
Gotcha.
Probably the closest this has to level 1 runs, which I tried level 1 on Kingdom Hearts 2 once, and no.
Yeah.
I
mean,
don't
that's
understand the masochists who think that's fun.
Same people who think that people should all play nothing but Souls game.
Well, if it isn't something useful.
Like,
Yeah.
I got surprisingly far. I made it as far as Beast's Castle. And that, yes, that does mean I beat Mulan's world. I
Yeah,
always do them first.
right.
And like, the way I was beating bosses was just like, I was unleashing all of my super attacks as quickly as possible. And just dealing as much damage as fast as I could. So that I could
close
kill
enough?
it before it could even touch me.
Boom.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ooh, a piece of candy.
So like I would I unleashed the limit breaks like the Mushu fire thing. Then I transformed into Valor form to get my MP bars back and deal some damage. Transformed back, unleashed the Mushu thing again. And by the time I was done with 2 of those and then another combo on it, I killed him.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love the series, but I don't have that sort of mastery to go through something like that.
I beat it on
That's
critical.
I couldn't
No
get
way I'm
past
gonna
the
pull
door.
a level 1.
It killed me like 20 times. I was like, okay, no more.
Yeah, I did my part. I platted KH2.
Congratulations.
Three's still the only one I've platted.
Okay, I'm gonna grab this before we continue, because this is important.
I have 2 walls in Kingdom Hearts 1 keeping me from platinum.
Aha!
Kami ship, which is and also the fact that I am colorblind, so I can't do the Spectre fight.
Yeah.
At least I'd need somebody there to tell me which spell to use.
There we go. That was the boss key. That is very important.
I'm wondering what the key is for.
Boss?
I wonder what the key is for.
Now you're catching on.
Try some.
It's to go bomb some dongos, of course.
Thank you.
Wait, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the stamps.
Stamps!
Remember, because of Miiverse,
Oh,
Can't believe
shoot,
Link's
you're
stamp
right.
collecting.
you know, the service is no longer
Exists.
available now. So, like, So
Yeah.
the Sams are practically useless.
Okay. Okay.
Was
See,
that a chest that didn't exist
Yes.
in the GameCube version?
yeah,
Yes.
that just plain did not exist.
Yeah, because Miiverse was a thing for the Wii U, where you can like send messages and pictures, kind of like think of it like the DS's PictoChat.
Nintendo sponsored Twitter, essentially.
Yeah,
Oh
but
no, Nintendo sponsored Twitter. Those monsters.
surprisingly not as bad as Twitter.
What do you mean surprisingly? They kept a close eye on it.
Good point.
Yeah, but it was full of Nintendo fans.
You know what? That's true.
That's
That's also true.
wasn't that the point? Be the point? Like,
I'm saying Nintendo fans are the worst part of Twitter.
oh,
Tell me I'm wrong.
Persona 5 fans.
Persona 5 fans, it's more like Persona 5, like, anti-fans that I hear of more. Persona
this is
5
the
fans are dumb, but they're not toxic.
Don't mess with Persona 5 fans. They haven't played the game.
My 500 plus hour save file would like to argue that statement.
personally, all fandoms suck, so I don't listen to either one of them.
Oh yeah, so Gale Boomerang can also stun enemies and leave them vulnerable if they're not usually.
I mean, all fandoms can be bad at times, but like all fandoms also do have the fun part.
Oh yeah, it's just
And if you can just focus only on that, then you're good.
that's pretty much what I do. It's just honestly, if there's anything that I feel like it's like not
It's unfortunate
worth
though that like
discussion over-
some fandoms, their toxic parts just so loud it's hard to ignore.
Oh yeah,
Oh hey look, I found the
used-
right spot to land.
I used to think that Kingdom Hearts was pretty easy to ignore, but Kingdom Hearts 3 was so divisive that the toxicity really came out.
well, I can understand. Some
I
of the
still do
stuff.
not
I mean,
understand
I
why
do-
Kingdom Hearts 3 was so decisive. Like, people are just straight up saying things about the game that aren't true.
Like it being
I
bad.
mean, it kind of depends. Like, if you're like me, who's been with the series since literally its inception, I mean, I can understand if they have big expectations for a game that they waited 13 years for.
But here's
But
the
that's-
thing, though. You weren't waiting 13 years. It was more like 5, because that's when DDD came out. If you
Okay,
were
but
waiting
that's the
13
thing.
years,
No,
because
hold
you were
on.
ignoring
No,
all the other
hold on.
games.
No, I haven't ignored all the games. I actually been through the entire thing. I'm not one of those people who just only played 1 and 2 and that's it. But you know, like as each story grew, it's like you have to play the other games. And unfortunately, I just feel like without Rebind, I was in that camp that KH3 wasn't really worth it, or at the very least, wasn't as big had Rebind not been added along with it.
Remind added some really cool stuff, but I like Kingdom Hearts 3 quite a bit even without it.
I mean, to each is their own.
Remind's the thing that makes me like Kingdom Hearts 3 more than Kingdom Hearts 1, which is my second favorite game in the series.
Mhm.
And even after Remind, it's still a really tough choice for me. It's like, there's no game I've ever played that feels even remotely similar to Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah. I mean, I respect that. Like, to each is their own. I will say that KH3 is still the best gameplay in terms of gameplay. KH3 is the best.
I mean, there were a few failings in the story, but none of them were major to me.
I
think
don't know.
my biggest disappointment in the entire game was just they underutilized Kyrie again.
Well, that's
And they had really built up that they were going to utilize her.
yeah. No, I kind of prepped myself.
That's
for
like
that.
the only thing that I was let down.
Yeah. I
And
don't know.
Remind helped a lot for that one.
Oh, so
Yeah.
this is actually a problem that I think the game that Twilight Princess has, is you get the Gale Boomerang almost immediately after the slingshot, and it automatically makes the slingshot far worse, because why would you use that when you could use the boomerang?
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah.
And so,
Kind of why I was
thinking about
wondering if
that
it
is-
would cost MP, because that would limit how many times you could use the boomerang.
Mm-hmm.
And since this is an area that needs the puzzle, they could just have a bunch of MP drops.
but yeah, I guess speaking of the fandom thing, I just kind of I just kind of stay in my own lane, sort of thing. Like unless it's like a constructive, like conversation. You know what I mean?
A
I don't
constructive
know. I guess I just.
conversation in a fandom? What the hell are you on, Danny?
See, like the thing I'm not talking about the story, because like the story was one thing, but I'm talking about the people who are saying like, oh my god, this game's so impossibly easy even on the hardest difficulty, and I'm like, guys, are you really so used to your challenge runs that you think Kingdom Hearts 2 was hard? Like
Yeah,
it's not hard once in the entire game, and that's because you were playing the final mix version of the game.
Oh hell, Kingdom Hearts 2 is. I mean,
Kingdom
Kingdom Hearts 2
Hearts
was really
2
easy.
is one of the
On the
easiest games
spot.
I've ever played. Original
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 2, I mean. 'Cause-
That's why they made so many different challenge runs for it.
yeah, like
because
all
it's
these
so-
people are comparing Kingdom Hearts 3 original to Kingdom Hearts 2 final mix, and I'm like, no, that's not really the comparison you should be making. You should be comparing it to Kingdom Hearts 2 original.
Yeah. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I did beat.
When I played standard mode, okay, I beat it at level 35, which is the least level ever beat a cage game.
Well, yeah, well, standard mode's not very demanding at all.
No.
I will give you.
Oh, that was before
I do
got-
think that Kingdom Hearts 3's standard mode is too easy. I don't think that Kingdom Hearts 3's proud mode is. I
Yeah,
think
I
Kingdom Hearts
mean-
3's proud mode's actually just right.
I mean, this is before I started playing the series in Proud and finally jumping my first critical with, ironically, KH3.
Well, the only Kingdom Hearts game I find that proud mode's actually like significantly more difficult is Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah. No, that one I did on it. Yeah,
Kingdom
I did
Hearts
on the
2's
Xbox.
proud mode feels just as difficult to me as Kingdom Hearts 3's proud mode. And when Critical finally came out, I think Kingdom Hearts 3 won. Kingdom Hearts 3, in my opinion, has the hardest critical mode in the series.
No, yeah. I mean, I only played that critical mode, ironically, but yeah, it was such a jump.
Oh, you should
Playing
play
that.
Kingdom Hearts 2's critical mode. It is quite a bit harder than
Yeah.
regular critical mode. Like, it's still definitely a harder version of the game. And it is, in my opinion, like, Kingdom Hearts 3's critical mode, I don't find it as fun to play as on proud mode. Kingdom Hearts 2's critical mode, I do think it's more fun to play. Because
Yeah.
you feel like a glass cannon, where, like, you take a lot of damage, but you dish out a lot of damage, too.
Yeah,
Kingdom Hearts 3's critical, you just feel like glass.
I mean, that was before I started playing
Critical mode. And the only reason I finally did it with 3 was because I really wanted Oblivion. So I was like, okay, I'll suck it up, just if it means getting that Keyblade.
But
Shit.
I mean,
But,
yeah,
you know.
you get Oblivion out of it, but you technically get access to Oblivion, kinda, just by getting.
oh
Oblivion.
yeah, but I kind of want to.
I want to have Oblivion presented permanently, so so my
Oathkeeper's
loadout.
always my favorite, so even after unlocking critical, I
Yeah.
still use Oathkeeper instead.
No, yeah. I mean, it's just I like the aesthetic. Personally, I know like Goalkeeper and Ultima
Weapon is the best ones, but I just love the aesthetic.
No,
of
well, Oblivion and Oathkeeper are virtually identical. The difference is, do you want more
Yeah.
magic or more attack?
Or more attack.
So it's entirely up to you which is best between those
Yeah.
two.
I think, like, from a design perspective, Oblivion tries too hard to be edgy, which is kind of the point.
Yeah, Oblivion's supposed to encompass Riku energy, and Oathkeeper's
Yeah.
supposed to encompass Kairi energy.
And I'd say they succeed in that.
They did.
That's why they have Roxas wielding both. It's supposed to be a nod to his ties to Sora, Riku, and Kairi.
Yeah.
Get got, idiots. Oh, you know they do have legs. I suppose they're not worms.
Is it kind of like centipedes
Yeah, centipede's probably more accurate.
or millipedes?
My mistake, I have lied on the internet.
Also, in Kingdom Hearts 1 at least, Oathkeeper's the only Keyblade that actually looks sharp. As in, like, pointy.
it did actually.
As in, like, this thing we're using as a sword could actually cut something.
Ironically, it's the one was Kyrie's freaking.
good luck charm as the Ventus thing.
Will you stop shouting? I'm coming. Oh my god.
Squee, squee. Squee, squee.
Maybe I should just leave you to rot in here. How about that?
Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze,
We
squeeze!
need an army.
Alright, I believe that's all the monks. So
The
it's
monk has disappeared.
so it's actually boss time.
Well, that was only like 7 monks. That's not nearly enough to be an army.
Close enough.
That's more like a squad.
Yeah,
This thing with some kind of. No, I'm not even gonna do that joke.
some kind of monk squad.
What? What's joke?
The Suicide Squad joke.
I never watched that.
Okay,
I made all the feminists that were mad at Sonic Movie 1 even madder because I never watched Suicide Squad.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, that was a thing!
People who were fans of the Birds of Prey movie tried trashing Sonic because Birds of Prey wasn't doing well and Sonic was doing
Like
great.
they were pulling the feminism
Oh, yeah,
cards. Like,
because
oh,
it
you're
came
not
out.
watching it because you're sexist or something. Like,
No, it's because
Oh,
Sonic
right,
came out at the
because it
same
came out,
time.
like the same time, right? Yeah. I
and
forgot
yeah,
about
and
that.
Sonic actually did better too, which is hilarious.
To be fair, the DC universe thing is
Never going that well at that point, so.
At that
I'm
point,
not surprised.
my brother in Christ.
I haven't watched all their movies, but the only movie of the DC Universe movies I liked was Wonder Woman.
Yeah, original Wonder Woman is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, it's good in that it's Captain America, but Wonder Woman.
I legitimately wish. Shit, I have to time that actually.
Wee.
Roll credits, game ends, new timeline, Link fucking dies.
Wow, you got fucking wrecked.
Blah.
Da 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 da.
Okay. Let's see, this is usually a gimmick in. Aha! Come here!
Oh man. So I've been flipping burgers and dumping fries all day, and my arm just started yelling at me.
Rip.
Oof.
Okay, so that is a gimmick in Zelda games. Like, almost always, right before a boss, there will be a at least one of these will have a fairy in it. Looks like it's just the one this time around. The fairies are essentially a quick revive if you die.
Oh. So they're Moogle coins.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts fans hate this game.
Sorts. Of sorts. I mean, you only get 5 hearts back, so.
So that's another one of the dumb arguments I've heard with 3 is that like people hate the Moogle coin. I'm like,
Then don't buy it.
Yeah,
exactly. Then
yeah.
don't buy it.
You could just not use it.
You could just not use it.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay, so I guess I'm like the minority here.
But I'm just like, dude, if you don't like it, just don't buy it. You're
That's
not
my-
forced to have
that's-
it.
There's a mechanic in Kingdom Hearts 3 that I detest. You know what it is? Attraction
Attractions?
flow.
Yeah.
They didn't
know
make
what
a
I
lot
do?
They didn't make a
I
lot.
don't use them. Shocking, I know.
No, actually, I turned them off.
Diababa.
You can turn them off,
my
but
goodness.
now you couldn't turn them off before the DLC.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, even my first playthrough, I just don't use it because I was like, wow, this makes it too easy.
Yeah, attractions are legitimately broken. Like, that's the only
Ow.
way I could... If you think Kingdom Hearts 3 is too easy, I think it's because you're using attractions too much. If you turn them off, holy crap, does the game suddenly feel a lot more balanced.
Yeah.
It's a shame, too, because, like, attractions were originally one of the things I was really hyped about, but I'm really disappointed about the way they implemented them.
Oh, well, that was an
I
easy
think
boss,
you
don't you
need
guys
some
think?
rebalancing. Oh, yeah, definitely.
One hit.
I think attractions would have been more fun if they worked like summons in Final Fantasy 15, where A, they were incredibly rare, and B, they only happened when you were doing poorly on a fight as an attempt to help you turn the tide.
Yeah. I can do that.
Because that's how someone in 15, like, you have to have been in a battle for a good 10 minutes or so before someone's going to show up.
Oh. Look, it's this lad.
Yeah, he's here to help. Okay, wait for it. There!
Please. Okay, cool.
I'm sort of surprised that worked.
Yeah, I thought it
That
was
was
going
going
up
to
by now.
explode before it got there. Is this going to kill the boss, or is this just going to start another phase?
Shit. Damn it, Boomerang, why did you come back?
Because you aimed it wrong.
Boomy always comes back.
I get it.
Okay, so it'll stun the boss, is the answer to your question.
Did I hit it 3 times just to stun it?
Well, I haven't actually hit it yet. The bombs are just
Hit it
stunning
twice.
it. Nope. See, because that's its weak spot.
Yeah, but you killed the 2 things on the side first.
I regret it.
Now you're going to do it again, I bet. So you're hitting it 3 times before you can do damage to it once.
Essentially.
Kind of annoys me.
I mean, honestly, I think it's optional to deal with the side parasites.
I suppose.
I don't honestly remember. Let's try it, actually. Okay, can I hit the main bastard? Sure can!
Oh, and then go away.
And there!
Alright, that makes this fight quicker.
And you can hit bosses with a finishing blow once you've done some damage to them. The amount of damage is different for each boss, but it's pretty effective.
Wow. Oh, that's gruesome, actually. Wow.
Right?
This one will.
Definitely earned his T rating.
Isn't this
Standard
the...
rated team? Really?
Yeah.
Wait, is it T or is it E10?
Pretty sure it was T.
Yeah, because people got upset with how kiddie the Wind Waker looked, and they wanted more ocarina.
yeah.
So I was like, okay, yeah, let's make it more realistic.
I just don't like the chibi art styles very much, and I'm never gonna play Wind Waker exactly because of that.
That's
like,
fair.
I'd never even try it.
Okay, I'll respect that.
And this is what we came for, the Fused Shadow. That's
Or a piece
what
of it.
Minna's looking for. Light Spirit called Dark Power. Remember what the Spirit said? You had to match the power of the King of Shadows? Is this all there is to it? Total of 3 Fused Shadows. So, need
Oh,
to
wow,
look for the
another
other
3.
ones. So let's not waste any more time here when we could be looking for the others. Get you out of here. Pick up the heart container. Yeah, I'll pick it up. I'm not doing
If you
it.
leave it there, can you come back and get it?
Sure
No.
can.
Oh, you can? I thought it disappears forever.
I didn't
However-
think so.
However, if you do want to do a 3-heart run, you got the option to leave it.
Yeah, in order to do that, you need to avoid all pieces of heart. And
Well, she'd be like,
heart
"Hey,
containers.
idiot! You forgot to pick up the piece of heart."
I don't
That would be
think-
kind of funny.
I don't think so. That would be funny. All right.
I mean, that would be in character.
Yeah. Midna is very mean. Heroic Link. Do not think that Hyrule is now saved from the spread of Twilight. Leave these woods and go to the east, where you will find the land protected by the spirit Eldin. There you will find those you seek. But know that those lands lie in Twilight. If you set foot beyond the curtain of Twilight, you will turn back into a furry. Leave these woods and go
You
to the
have to
east,
word it like
the land
that?
of Eldin. Yes.
Fuck you.
That's
Do
better.
you have to re-purify yourself every time you become a furry?
Yeah.
Well, for at the moment, yes. Yes.
So it kind of just works out in a pretty nifty way in that you need to purify the land, and to get into the land that needs purified, you have to turn into a beast, and purifying the land will also turn you back to normal. So it kind of just all works out that way.
Convenient.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Amazing how that works.
Alright. Honestly, I think that's a pretty good spot to end. We got through the first boss. Also, Danny, I told you I'd get through to the end of the first boss. In my first stream.
Congratulations. And all it took you is extra 24 minutes of your usual stream time.
Well, let's
So,
be real. I
congratulations.
haven't
Yeah.
actually done a 2.5-hour stream in a while.
Well, we usually end up having longer part ones anyway, so.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Because
I
you
mean,
want to get into the
thankfully-
meat of the game.
At least it's not like Skyward Sword where the tutorial part is dragged
I'm
out.
seeing some stuff to like here. I'll say, however, I'm also not seeing like best game material yet either. Like it's good, but I'm not really seeing why this is your favorite yet.
Oh, that comes with time, my friend.
So I'm guessing you're gonna at least.
I'm
be the
more
one watching
likely
this
to
one?
play this than I am likely to play any other Zelda game I've seen.
All right.
Honestly,
Is
that's
this
a
on
victory.
Switch?
No, it is not.
no.
People are very upset
No.
about it.
Well,
It should be. It really should be. Like, come on, you already ported all the other Wii U games. You might as well
Especially
port
since
this
they
one out
delayed
later.
Breath of the Wild 2.
not to mention they're gonna
next
put it on
year.
Switch. It's gonna be like $50, isn't it?
Most likely.
Honest. Well, if it's
Okay.
bundled with Wind Waker, then it's worth it.
Oh my god, if they bundle those two together, that'd be
Why
glorious.
would they bundle it with Wind Waker?
Because
Because
both
both-
Wind Waker and Twilight Princess were GameCube games that released an HD version on the Wii U.
hmm
Okay.
So, in other words, might as well just put them together if they were to port them in the Switch.
Oh yeah, and so you actually get different armor and weapons and stuff later on. Not many, but some.
I mean, if they did like the 3 Mario games for $50, if they did 3 Zelda games, then I would be more happy about
Oh,
it.
I would be so down for that. Like,
That would be interesting, but then you have to pick which 3.
I don't know. I couldn't
Ocarina,
name
Wind
3
Waker,
Zelda
Twilight
games.
Princess.
Yeah, that could work.
Especially since Skyward Sword already has an HD release on the Switch, so they're not gonna
Yeah.
package it together with other games.
You,
They should
What were your
throw
3
in,
games you said again?
Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess.
the only thing is that I'm going to tell you.
Isn't Ocarina already there with their
Well-
stupid pass that they're pushing?
Yes. Alright.
Well, for that one, but
So-
Well, they want you to buy
there's
that
also
pass,
Far-
so I can't see them releasing it any other way.
Well, I mean,
I will
Because
never
there's
buy
only
that
one
pass, by the way.
superior
There's no
3DS
reason for it to be
version,
another
so-
$30.
Agreed. Alright. I feel like we made pretty decent progress. We're gonna be back at this Friday morning. Why did my voice crack like that? Oh my god.
Well, you're playing a game from your childhood, so you're going through,
Reverse
Puberty all over
puberty.
again?
yeah, puberty all over again.
Reverse puberty.
Reverse puberty.
Hey guys, I'm gonna drive my car.
Oh no, he's gonna start sounding British.
Oh god, don't bring that up. You bastard. I used to sound British when I was little.
Yeah, he
Like-
had like a lisp.
Yeah, and for whatever
That-
reason, my lisp channeled itself into giving me a British accent.
Yeah.
For no reason other than to upset me.
Wow, that's So you
When
used
I
to
first
be
asked you
British.
about it, you told me it was because you watched Harry Potter too much.
I
Oh
felt
my
like I
God.
felt like that was a reasonable excuse. I don't actually know if that contributed. Because I
Well,
did
you
watch
want
Harry
something
Potter a
to
lot.
talk
And it went away gradually enough that I didn't notice that your lisp was going away until it was just gone entirely.
Yeah, I had extra speech classes in middle school that helped with that.
Understandable. I mean, hey, you at least you sound more eloquent than I do. So
I don't know. Like, he was never hard to understand. It was just, it was there.
no,
Yeah,
ever
just-
present.
that's a pretty interesting. Like, how did your family feel about that? That you
I think
sounded
they were
British?
incredibly amused, honestly. And
Yeah,
I
we
don't
we
blame
teased him
them.
about it a little bit. I don't think we were mean. At least I hope we were.
Yeah.
But
Not as far as I recall. Like, I feel like I took it pretty well. Like, it was something to joke about. It was kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
it
Interesting.
wasn't like it was. It wasn't like it was our only joke. It was just a
Yeah.
joke in the friend group.
No, yeah.
So, Andrew, you interested in watching more of these then?
I'll come by for anyone I can make it to.
Alright.
I'm a little interested in what's going on. I don't have a lot to add to the Zelda canon other than, well, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. I
It's
just
usually
wouldn't
how it
want you
goes.
to feel obligated to show up if you weren't interested in seeing more, you know?
Well, this is the most interested I've been in a Zelda game since Breath of the Wild. So
Okay, you know what?
At least
I'll
until
take
Breath of
it.
the Wild 2 finally
This
comes out.
is progress.
I'm not
I will
super
take
interested in
it.
Breath of the Wild 2, to be honest.
Then I can enjoy that
Like, I
myself.
sort of feel like Breath of the Wild 1 already gave me what I want, because they're really hyping up the story of Breath of the Wild 2. Guess what I didn't care about in Breath of the Wild 1?
Story. Well,
I was there for the gameplay and the gameplay only until they